Good evening, John Augustine here. Bishop Joseph E. Strickland, light. That's up in nice colours. He has another word there, but I never heard of it being used. It's probably used in the United States, but we'll stick to what we know. Isn't that right? Yeah, it was raining here in Oldcastle, and I just reminded me of the song. It's raining in Oldcastle, and it's raining all over the world. Was a song about something raining somewhere in the United States and it's raining all over the world. But mind you, there's some places could do with a summer rain where they don't have much of it. And they'd love to have some. We have more than we need here, but that's what we have the 40 shades of green. You know, Bishop Strickland. And he talks about uh, using social media. He uses Twitter and that type of thing. I think he says that. And he says, like St. Paul used what he used in the day, letters and then appearing, and then when the print media came on, it was a great gift for the spread of the Catholic faith and so on and so forth. And then he talks about the modern things. But one thing about the Catholic faith is, at the end of the day, the Catechism, the Bible is something that you read, and religious books. I have one about um, Saint Teresa of Avila, the way of perfection. I've one about Saint Augustine, the city of God, and other ones from various religious. Right, so you still need books, but he uses he uses the media. I think he said Twitter, but now it's X, owned by Elon Musk, and so it's good. And he says he tries to bring light and truth in using the modern means. But he has to be careful because sometimes he loses temper, and you have to be careful because you can then have the opponents hopping on you. And that's true because I used videos and my friend Oliver had to delete somewhere. I just overstepped the mark saying something I shouldn't have said because you can't, none of us is perfect when we're using it, but I have to be careful. And because I use YouTube and Facebook, but YouTube mostly, and I've quite a few videos and prayer videos, and it's great to be able to do it on the internet at home. What a joy! So Bishop Strickland anyway was talking about that, and he has to be careful, and he spreads the light and truth. But sometimes he says he loses his temper. But there again, he probably deletes some of it if he's able to do it or somebody that can do it. Because I certainly wasn't reared with it. It was the pen and paper, and funny enough, you had a, a, a fountain pen Conway Stewart we used to have, and you were able to put ink into it that would hold because it was a tube, and you had a kind with a 14-carat gold nib, and so you got that sometimes as a present, and you're very appreciative because you wrote that way. And in the school in our time, you had an ordinary pen, very simple thing, and there was on the desk there was a inkwell, and you dipped it in that, and you had to write your letter, whatever the teacher was giving you. So a lot of people didn't have that, but I had it, and it's a great gift. That then your writing improves, and you had to do a certain way of spelling and all the rest, and it was good. So Bishop Strickland, and he was using the media, but of course the sermons and all the rest of it. I mean, people come to church and all the rest of it, and he's gone towards the traditional Latin way of the Mass, which is the best. And those in the Vatican are quite out of order to interfere with it's the reverence attached to the Latin Rite Mass with the priest facing the altar. Bishop Strickland has come around to that, and of course that's the way it was in my time until I was 30. So churches were packed, confessions were packed. Some people that wouldn't even know, wouldn't can't even have a concept of that. And Latin was the universal language of the Catholic faith. So Bishop Strickland is a marvellous bishop for the United States, and because of his, when I come across him on EWTN, so I'm familiar with him. And one of our Catholic magazines, Catholic Voice, has advised him, and I hope he comes. And I'd like to hear him and perhaps be able to have a chance to talk to him, And so there you are, and that's Bishop Strickland. So we'll be doing a bit more tomorrow, but he was talking about, as I say, and putting it up, and he has done good with that because people use it, and young people especially, and it might help them to sort of repent and to save their immortal souls and come back and join the Catholic, become a Catholic if they're not already. If they're lapsed Catholics, come back quick because this life is short. You can live a good few years, providing you mind yourself. I'm a good few years on this earth. And good friends of mine have gone to their maker. Great friends. And the longer you live, the more that's a factor. But I still have some good friends there in the winter of their life, shall we say. So that's Bishop Strickland. I'll do another little bit about him tomorrow, please God. And but there was more like him in every country, including this country. So there you are. I'll be doing my hymns after this. And then let's talk. Good to talk, isn't it? Bye now.